Yo. I don't know how to set this thing up. Anyone know how to do the controller overlay? Okay, now there's no controller overlay. Hang on. Well, that's cool as. How do I copy it? Eh? Copied. Okay, get rid of this thing. How do I get rid of it? Yes. Yes. Browser. Game. Add. Yes. URL. Here we go. Paste. Okay. Whoa, that's massive. Okay. Can you see it when I do this though? Man, you still can't see it. I don't know how to do it. Why is it not working? Hold up.
Today I'm going to show you guys how to add an active controller overlay to your stream. All you're going to want to do is go over to GamepadViewer.com. Make sure that your controller is plugged in. Select what kind of controller you have. You can change the background color here as well. And then you're going to want to select Player 1. Here, you can now see that when I move my controller around, it also reacts on the screen here. Next, you're going to click on the little 3 dots right here, and then click on Generate URL. Here, you're going to get a URL. You're going to copy that URL, and then you're going to open up your broadcasting system next. Once you have your broadcasting system open, you're going to go to your sources, and you're going to add a new browser source. You're going to take that link that it generated, and you're going to paste that in, and then click here. It's going to say disconnected at first. As soon as you move your controller around, it should connect automatically. Move it around to where you'd like it to be, and just like that, you've got an active overlay controller on your stream. If this helped in any way, make sure that you drop a follow. Come check me out at Twitch at Raging Junkie, and if you have any problems, just make sure that you drop a comment. Today I'm going to show you guys how to add an active controller overlay to your stream. All you're going to want to do is go over to GamepadViewer.com. Make sure that your controller is plugged in. Select what kind of controller you have. You can change the background color here as well, and then you're going to want to select Player 1. Here, you can now see that when I move my controller around, it also reacts on the screen here. Next, you're going to click on the little 3 dots right here, and then click on Generate URL. Here, you're going to get a URL. You're going to copy that URL, and then you're going to open up your broadcasting system next. Once you have your broadcasting system open, you're going to go to your sources, and you're going to add a new browser source. You're going to take that link that it generated, and you're going to paste that in, and then click OK. Here, it's going to say disconnected at first. As soon as you move your controller around, it should connect automatically. Move it around to where you'd like it to be, and just like that, you've got an active overlay controller on your stream. If this helped in any way, make sure that you drop a follow. Come check me out at Twitch at Raging Junkie, and if you have any problems, just make sure that you drop a comment. Today I'm going to show you guys how to add an active controller overlay to your stream. All you're going to want to do is go over to GamepadViewer.com. Make sure that your controller is plugged in. Select what kind of controller you have. You can change the background color here as well, and then you're going to want to select Player 1. Here, you can now see that when I move my controller around,
how to show your controller inputs on OBS for streams. So the first thing you want to do is go up to search on your web browser, and we're going to type in Gamepad Viewer, and then we're going to search. Now we're going to be going to GamepadViewer.com, so when you open this up, it's going to bring you to this page here, and you'll see in the bottom, there are currently no gamepads connected. Press any button to enable. So plug in your controller or connect it via Bluetooth, and when you press anything on your controller, we'll get a couple options at the top. So under currently viewing, you want to change this to Player 1, and you can already see we have a controller on our screen right now, and the inputs are reacting. So not only that, if you go up to the top, by default we're on the Xbox One controller in black. You can also change it to white. You can go to PS3, GameCube, and more. So select the one that you want, and once you're happy with the way it looks, we're going to be going to the 3 bars over here, which is going to give us some more options. And we're going to select Generate URL. Now there's a couple options down here if you want to change them. I'm going to leave them as is. And I'm going to click to copy this URL here, and it says copy. Then once you've done that, you can go ahead and open up OBS. And what I'm going to be doing is going to this plus button down here under sources, and I'm going to be selecting browser. Then you can just name it controller if you'd like, and we're going to go to OK. And then you want to paste that URL we copied from Gamepad Viewer into here, then press OK, and if you press any input on your controller, it should pop up in a second. If this video was helpful, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Installing OBS can be confusing, and streaming isn't meant to be confusing. It is meant to be fun, right? Today you'll go from having nothing set up to having this awesome overlay set up and understanding how to customize and control every single thing you want. including the dreaded audio. When you first install OBS, you'll most likely either have a blank slate, or maybe you've already played around a bit, or even installed a template overlay from a website. For this, I want you to start with a blank slate. So come to the top of OBS, click this little drop down that says Scene Collection, and click New. Once it opens, name this one whatever you want. I'm going to name mine today Subscribe. This will add a new blank setup. If you want to swap back, go to the same process you did, but don't click on New, and instead click on the overlay in your list. Don't worry, everything I've done so far hasn't deleted all your work. Okay, let's give you a quick tour of OBS, and yes, don't worry, I'll deep dive into everything, but first, you need to know your way around. In the middle, you have your display window. This is what you'd be broadcasting to Twitch if you were live right now. But right now, it's blank, obviously. Unlike other tools such as Streamlabs or Twitch Studio, OBS doesn't come with event lists, so you can't see your new follows or new subscribes, or a chat window even, so you can't even see your chat input. But don't worry, we'll set both of these up later as docs, and they'll be on your left and right, just like any other tool. Below that we have more boxes. On the far left, we have scenes. You'll set up different scenes for different reasons. For example, you'll need a scene for gaming, a scene to say you're going to be right back, or a scene for just chatting to your viewers. If we had those three scenes set up and clicked between them, then we would be transitioning. More on that later. In the middle, we have sources. These are the assets you have added to the scene you have selected. On the right, we have the mixer. These are your audio sources that will be transmitted out, and you can control and edit your audio from here. Further to the right, we also have our scene transition controller. This lets you set up stingers and animations for transitioning between scenes. And then on the far right, you have controls. This lets you start stream, start recording, turn on studio mode, and of course,
How does
scene, you're going to add a new source, and you're going to add a browser source. Add source. I'm going to add a new one. I'm gonna call it controller overlay. And you're going to press close, and then you have your control. So you can resize it and place it wherever you like. I'm gonna put it over here, and you can see that it works. So just like I mentioned earlier, you can do it with console and capture card as well. I'm playing on a PlayStation right now. If this video helped, then drop a like and subscribe for future tips and videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
today we are setting up Twitch alerts in under 10 minutes. You will go from having 0 alerts to having alerts for followers, subscribers, gifted subs, bits, raids, charity goals, hype goals for reaching follower goals, sub goals, and even the ability to fire your own emotes all over your viewer's screen, chat, or browser window. This is entirely free, works with both OBS, Streamlabs, and Twitch Studio if you want to use that. And the best part is this is entirely built into Twitch, meaning you don't need to link third-party tools. I don't want to waste your time with sponsors or fluff, so ready? Start the clock. First step, you're going to open Twitch and head to your dashboard. You can find this by clicking your profile picture and clicking dashboard. From here, you should have an alerts tool on the left, which updates the UI sometimes, so if it isn't there, you'll just need to click around a bit. But for now, you'll click that and click Create Alert Box. Name this whatever you like, just make sure it's memorable. Click Edit and you'll see this follow alert going off. Now, before we change anything, let's make sure this appears in our OBS or Streamlabs properly. So open OBS or Streamlabs, go to the scene you'd like to add the alerts to, click the plus or add source button, and click Add Browser Source. Name it Alerts and click OK. Your properties should open automatically now, and it will say that it's defaulted to 800 by 600 in size, which is fine as that matches the size of the alerts inside the alert tool. If you check under the follow alert right now, you can see it there. If you ever change either of these sizes, make sure you change it on both so they match at all times, but for now, leave it as is. Okay, next step, head down to the bottom right of the alerts dashboard and click copy of the browser source URL. Then head back to the properties box inside OBS or Streamlabs and paste in the browser source.
What'd I do?
Copy. Click OK or save inside OBS, and from here make sure the browser source is at the top of the source list so it can be seen, and make sure you have headphones on because we're heading back to the alerts editor now, where I want you to click send test alert. If you followed along properly, you should hear and see the follow alert play inside OBS or Streamlabs now. Now, I could technically stop the clock there if I wanted, because you now have alerts set up for every single thing in the list on the left here. You could go live right now with that alert box we've just added, and any event a viewer does will have an alert. Obviously, if you're not an affiliate, it will just be follows raids, follower goals, and I'm also guessing you probably want to learn how to customize these alerts, so I can't stop the clock. Let's get onto that. But first, I will say you need to copy and paste this browser source that you added to the scene into all of the scenes that you would like the alerts to play in. Right now, it'll just play alerts when you're in the scene you've currently added.
Broke it.
Okay, let's move on to customizing an alert. We're going to customize this follower alert a bit, and then I will show you how to set up variations of alerts. So you could have one alert for if someone gifts 5 subs and another alert for if someone did 10 subs. Click on the follows tab and click new follower. Now over on the right, you can click general settings and you'll see a few options. Variant name, this just helps you keep things organized. The alert condition, so in this case, any new follower on the channel triggers this alert. But if it was a sub alert, it would say different sub tiers, resubs. Essentially, this just lets you set what actually triggers the alert. Below that, you can change the duration. The default duration matches the default GIF that plays, but if you change this GIF, as I'll show you how to do later, you'll want to change the duration to match the GIF's length. If you don't, then sometimes a GIF or alert will loop too many times, or if the duration is too quick, it cuts the alert and GIF off early. Below that is customize HTML and CSS. That's if you want to get fancy. Now we're going to ignore it because you guys are just getting started. And after that is the animation in and